Hey everyone, this is the Gadget Guru. Today I used my Gadget deck in the tournament. Um, did really well. I went X1 in Swiss, and then I went um, 2-1 in the top. I got second place. Yes, I lost in the finals, and I'll go over that when I get to there. I versed round one. I versed some. I don't even know what you call it. It was weird. It had like Super Nimble Mega Hamster, Raikou, Celestias, Lila, no Lumina, some Wolves, Thunder King, Honest. I don't know. It was really interesting. It was a weird deck. I won game one. I lost game two, and then game three I came back and just totally wrecked him. Like my opening hand was just amazing. I think opened with Dutch Shoot, Mind Crush, a Gadget, a Wall of Illusion, and a Book of Moon, and I just stomped all over him because I went set Dutch Shoot, set Mind Crush, summon a Gadget, I set my wall, and he went, and I went Dutch Shoot, sent a monster back, Mind Crush, declared another card. I think I declared Celestia, which he had two of, so he lost both his Celestias. And so he summoned what did he summon? He summoned Banisher of the Radiance because I just let him keep it because I didn't care. I had Wall of Illusion. So he attacks, he hits Wall of Illusion, gets returned to his hand, takes 200. And then I go summon a Gadget, attacking directly with wall, switch wall to attack mode, attack directly, and I just wrecked from there. Because he summoned Banisher again, I Book a Moon, summoned another Gadget, attacked over it. You know, it was just ridiculously good. Um, and then game two, or round two, I versed a what the hell do you call it? The Warriors, Six Samurai. There you go. I'm sorry. I should know that. I know. Six Samurais are one of the best decks. I know. I'm sorry. I should know that. Versus Six Samurai deck, and I think I think his deck was actually better than mine, to be honest. But I think I won just because I had the stuff to stop him. You know, I mean, Trap Hole and Bottomless and Horn of Heaven, those really messed him up. I mean, like, really bad. Compulsory, like, I honestly think that he almost had me, like, game one. I beat him 2-0, but game one, he almost had me if I didn't have if I didn't have the compulsory because he was holding Grandmaster and double Shogun. Just the fact that I kept killing every monster he summoned was the whole point of it. And he had my body too, but he couldn't my body because the first thing I did was Horn of Heaven. You can't my body Horn of Heaven because it's a counter trap card. And then the second thing I did was compulsory it, you know, and then I just kept attacking directly, and then lastly I Book a Mooned it. So that just kept the monster from face up and off the field, and I won because of it. Round three is actually the round I lost in Swiss. I had to verse a what do you call it? I wouldn't call it like Twilight. I would call it Neuralis, honestly. It was Neuralis with weird shit in it. I don't even know. I think it was Neuralis Infernities, but I'm not sure on that. I'm not going to swear to it. But Neuralis did screw me up really bad. Because it's just like, hey, guess what? You have no hand. And then I'm just drawing random cards like Dark Bribe and shit that doesn't even help me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to lose. So Neuralis really screwed me up. And I side decked against it. I side decked pretty well. I put in three Shadow. Oh, here I'll show you what I side decked. 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, 2 Soul Releases, and 2 DD Crows, and 2 Prohibition. So that's what I side. 2 Prohibition, 2 Soul Release, 3 Shadow Imprisoning, and 2 DD Crow. Game 2 I won ridiculously, and then game 3 I lost because he got Neuralis first turn, and it was just like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Foolish Barrel, Phantom of Chaos, fuck the what. So, I lost that one, but it's okay. So I lost that round, I'm just like, damn. So, going to round 4, I versed a final deck, you know, Destiny board. No offense to the guy, but I just kicked the crap out of that deck. I side decked in so much hate on it. MST, 3 Twisters, 2 Prohibitions. I mean, I just destroyed it, to be honest. Solemned one of his Destiny boards, you know. So, I won that one pretty easily. Round 5 in Swiss, I versed a Lightsworn, and just a standard Lightsworn, like no, not even a Twilight, just a Lightsworn. And Game one, I think I lost because he went like JD, beckoning JD, beckoning JD, because I kept killing JD. We just kept beckoning the damn thing back, so I think I lost because of that. It was so stupid, because if I had lived one more turn, he would have decked out. He had like 2 cards left in deck, because JD, like every turn's like 4, 4, 4, you know? So, lost game one, and then game two, I came back really strong with Soul Release and just Soul Release and DD Crow and just destroyed his graveyard. And then game three, I just had field presence. He couldn't do anything. He went beckoning. I went mind crush. You know, call JD. Bye bye. All your JDs are gone. So you just wasted your beckoning. So I got that. Went into top eight. Top eight. I versed a synchro cat, which I have to admit that thing's still fucking annoying. I hate that deck. Oh, it was bothering the crap out of me. I'll tell you that right now. I'm glad DC. I'm glad DSF is gone. Dark Strike Fighter. Ugh. Hate Dark. That would have sucked if Dark Strike Fighter was like at 1 because he would have killed me both games. He got me down really low before I killed him both games. I did beat him 2-0, but I had to Solemn and Oppression like crazy, so my life was like at, I don't know, I think first game I was at 11 and second game I was at like 5, so if he had DSF I would have been dead. But, you know, I got through it pretty easily, so. Top 4, I had to verse a, I don't know, it was like it was Ab Zero, but it wasn't Ab Zero, you know? I mean, it wasn't Absolute Zero, but it was something like that. It had a lot of consistency with it. It was all D heroes. It like, I'm not even sure. It was pretty crazy. Um, so I don't even know how to classify it. I guess I could call it just a Destiny Hero beatdown using skill drains and shit with Stratos, Defender, stuff like that. So it was pretty beastly. Again, I side decked in 3 Twister and an MST and 2 Prohibition, and that's what won me the game. So, or I believe that's what won me game 2. So, and then top 2 is where I lost, and you're probably going, "Oh, what beat your deck? What beat your deck? What beat your deck?" And honestly, I did not expect this deck in any way, shape, or form. I totally didn't even think about it. And you know, again, in my side deck, I was trying to prepare for anything. And I showed my side deck in the other video, but I'll show my side deck again here, just real briefly. You know, and you look at this and you're like, well, that can deal with pretty much any deck. I mean, you got Prohibitions, MST Twisters, Nolmans, Crow, Soul Release, and Shout Pressing Mirror. What don't you have to go against in that side deck? And you want to know the honest answer to that? Another Gadget deck. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. Prohibitions I did side in, but that was it. That's all I had to go against him, you know? I mean, I'm figuring, I go into the finals, I'm like, you know, okay, let's see what we're playing. Let's see what we're playing. He summons Green Gadget, I'm just like, oh, are you kidding me? Just like, oh my goodness. And he won game 1. And it was just such a close game. I mean, it was tight all the way to the end. I think it was like, we never got within 500 more because we would just kill the gadget, attack, kill the gadget, attack. You know, we were both running econs, we were both running Book of Moons. We had fissures, we had smashings. I don't know if he was running everything I don't think he was. He was running a much different build, but we both had the same crap. I killed him game 1, and then game 2 he summoned Thunder King Ryu, and he's like, oh yes, I got this. And then I creature swapped with a yellow gadget, and he's like, oh shit. So I Thunder Kinged him to game 2, so it was 1-1. We go into game 3, and literally we're just playing back and forth. Like we were down to because gadgets are based on advantage, right? But I mind crushed him, and he mind crushed me. Our gadgets were gone, you know. So we're just like top deck. I sided out my oppressions, obviously, and stuff, and so did he. I mean, it was so close, and it got down to it. Just he drew a gadget before I did, and he got too much damage on me. And then when I finally got my gadget, I just couldn't come back. I attacked, he Trigodia'd, he summoned a gadget, he ditched for my gadget, switched them both to attack mode, attacked directly for game. I was like, wow, it was too close. I mean, it was too tight, and I give him full props for that deck. It was really cool. So, lost to a gadget. That like, makes me mad, but, you know, I got second place, went X1 in Swiss and X1 in the top, so I'm pretty happy. X2 overall. So this has been a tournament report by the Gadget Guru. I'll talk to y'all later. Alright.